That's the last unicorn. Anybody know what that is?
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Geekcaster. I'm Michael 7 Michael, and today we've got...
What's up, everyone? This is Bevan with the circle of lights in my eyes. Circle of lights. And it moves me always. Okay.
Bevan, you've been all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Let's start with San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, guys, I went to San Diego Comic-Con. It was my first time. Super excited, super pumped, and I was super caffeinated all 4 days. Technically 5. It was technically 5 days because they had an early preview night on Wednesday, and which might as well just been another night because everyone seemed to be there for that. I thought preview night was kind of like for industry people. Mm-hmm. They told me it was for industry people, but not everyone in there was industry.
Right.
There was hundreds upon hundreds of people at preview night. And it was massive. It was large. Basically, the way San Diego Comic-Con works is that if you've never been to San Diego, they have their convention center, which is right across from like some train tracks, which is mostly like more like trolleys / subway train tracks. So you have the big, huge convention center on the side, and then across the street from the convention center is the Hilton Hotel. The Hilton Hotel actually housed a lot of panels and press rooms. So that was mostly happening over there. So the Javits Center could be predominantly just vendors. And then if you cross the train tracks, you get the Gaslamp District, which is kind of like this boulevard, kind of like the opening of Disney World, like Disneyland, Magic Kingdom's Boulevard, where it has a bunch of restaurants, Starbuckses, and they were just all pop-ups. They were all like special pop-ups for specific, like, for instance, Star Trek had a pop-up, The Good Place had a pop-up, DC had a pop-up, Sony had a pop-up. There was so many pop-ups, just pop-ups everywhere. And a lot of deals, and then there was the Omni Hotel, where I went with Den of Geek, and they had their press room in the Omni Hotel. So I spent a lot of my time actually not even in the convention center.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And what I kind of like about that is that if you don't have a pass, there's still things that you can do as a regular congoer. I'm going to call it a congoer.
Wait, so you could hang out and not even have a ticket?
Yeah.
Wow.
The only place you needed your badge was the Javits Center to go in and shop, and the Hilton Hotel for panels.
That's it. Wow.
But there was a lot of outdoor things that they could do, that people could do. They had watering stations. They had some photo ops. They had... God, what did they have? They had so many things. There were so many things. They had a Ghostbuster pop-up outside. They had a bunch of giveaways. Somebody was giving away, like, organic... Do I still have it? Like, organic... Yeah, I do. They were giving away this, like, organic sunscreen that was, like, apparently really... Let's see. Wait, what does it say? It's good for the earth. It's 8 minutes of water resistant, and it's cruelty free.
Wow.
And it's called Amarvara. You're welcome for that free shout out. But it was really fun. It was very exhausting. Let's see what there was other the most infamous of them all.
Right.
That people either really loved or really hated, and it depended on my crew.
Right.
There was a sci-fi double-decker karaoke bus.
What?
That really, what they did...
That sounds awesome.
No. Double-decker karaoke bus.
Uh-huh.
The bottom, I think, was like the bar. Mm-hmm. The top was where you went and karaoke'd. And they started that bus 9 a.m. every morning till like 9 p.m. at night.
Wow.
And they would just circle around, like they'd just weave out and everything. And you would I'd be interviewing people, and all of a sudden I hear, "Oh, living on a prayer." And So my camera guy hated this bus.
Right, I can imagine.
My camera guy was like, "Oh, I'm going to kill them. They're ruining takes." So it honestly, and then some of the guys out in the that were passing out the Den of Geek magazines, making it rain, loved the bus because they would take some of the magazines. They'd be like, "Yeah, I love this bus." You know. I would say if you were trying to film something, you hated that bus, and that bus kept going all 5 days.
So next year, if I don't have a pass, which
Yeah.
I'm sure I will next year, I could just go.
You can just go.
I could just go and enjoy just as much.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can't do is you can't go to panels and you can't shop. Like, you can't
Right.
you can't go into the vendor hall.
So it's almost like Javits, but you just be outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
New York Comic Con doesn't do any of that, I don't think. Not Yeah.
be in.
Yeah, New York Comic Con, but I think, to be fair to New York Comic Con, it is in New York City, and there is only so much that they are willing to do or can do because New York is not about, New York is not about Comic Con. It's about so many different things have to go on at the same time. San Diego is a city that absolutely dedicates to this event. They're
Wow.
like, this is how we make some really good money. All of us are on board. There's going to be so many specials going on. We're going to house so many things. Like, the city gets behind the event. Like, it's an event for the city. New York Comic Con is not the same thing.
Wow.
It can't, It's New York.
It's New York.
We got Wall Street and
Yeah.
Broadway. We don't need this, whatever Comic Con is.
Yeah, we got the Statue of Liberty.
We got the Statue of Liberty. We don't have time.
Yeah.
We don't have time. Forget about it.
Yeah. Got a lot of stuff going on.
And they're walking here. You know.
So what was your magical moment? What was your best moment, favorite moment of San Diego Comic-Con? Coming from someone that always covers like New York and the other cons.
I really did enjoy having a press room. Like our own little studio, because it was a great place to like go in there, and even if I didn't have an interview scheduled, there were snacks up there. Like, it was a hotel room. It was a hotel press room, so they had like bagels and fresh coffee and water bottles and soda and snacks and like nuts. And for lunch, they had like guacamole and chips and a bunch of sandwiches.
You mean they actually take care of you?
Yeah, they actually took care of us. We were sharing it with two other groups, but for the most part, it was our space.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it looked nice enough too, because when talent would come in, we could offer them, hey, would you like some water? Would you like some coffee? Would you like some guac and chips?
Oh, and before I forget,
Yeah.
before we move on to another topic, cosplay. How was the cosplay out in San Diego versus New York?
New York has it beat.
Really?
New York has it beat. I think San Diego San Diego reminded me more of Disney World than anything else, because it was so massive, it was so large. I did see really cool cosplay. There was a Hawkman that was really impressive. There was a great She-Ra too, the classic She-Ra. I did see a bunch of there was a Thanos that was really well done too. But for the most part, I didn't see, maybe it was just because it was so spread out and so large, I didn't see as much cosplay. John Cena walked around in a Bumblebee outfit. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I didn't see much cosplay because I think more people go there to meet their heroes, because you get more star power at San Diego than you do at New York Comic Con. And there's so much shopping opportunity that, if you cosplay, you kind of can't do any of that. No.
I want to go. I want to go next time. How expensive is it? I know.
I don't know, because I went with I will say this, everyone I think bumps up their prices around there for that weekend.
Right. They know what's happening.
They know that people are going to pay. I mean, I was, the couple of my Lyft and Uber drivers that I had was saying that everyone in San Diego kind of rents out their place because they know that people will pay to stay in San Diego for that weekend. So people that have rent for that are maybe $900 a month, they're charging people $300 a night.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're we know that somebody will take it.
Wow.
Because it's going to San Diego is such a high in demand. But what I'm curious about is if this whole new Disney 23 or Disney Expo that's about to happen next year in California, like the weekend before San Diego.
Oh, you talking about the D3?
Yeah, D3.
D3 is every other year.
Right.
Which makes it even more exciting.
Right. So D3 is happening in California, like north of San Diego, I believe. Don't quote me, guys. I don't know
Okay.
where is D3 happening?
I'm quoting you.
I know that but D3 is basically they're going to save to unveil all of their stuff for that. So
Right.
I wonder how that will affect San Diego because there was nothing really Disney at San Diego this year. But you've got to think
And it
about
makes sense too. I mean, because the D3, again, for anyone who doesn't know, D3, that's Disney's Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. And of course, Disney has movies, they have games, they have everything.
They comic books,
So,
they have
I mean, at this point, yeah, you
TV
might as
shows.
well support your brand.
right,
Yeah.
which means that they would save all their Marvel, all of their
Wow.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They would save all their Marvel, all their Pixar, all their Disney, all their now they have X-Men, now they have
Star Wars.
They have Star Wars.
They have the Muppets.
They have the Muppets.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
they're now about to have Deadpool. So it's like they're taking away like 6 franchises
Wow.
that like to like save it for the hype of their Comic-Con.
So basically, all they have to do is buy G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, and they have my childhood, basically.
They almost have your childhood.
Wow. Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh. So I'm curious of how that will affect San Diego Comic-Con because if they start saving all of that for just their own con,
Right.
it kind of takes out of San Diego a little, I think, a little bit.
Right.
Like, you know, some of the, for right now, because some of the biggest, most successful franchises are owned by Disney.
Now, were there any releases that were like, wow, you guys, this is coming out, this is going to be amazing, you got to check this out? So was
In
there
terms of
anything-
trailers that were released?
Yeah, trailers that were...
Well, the major ones that got dropped was Shazam and Aquaman.
Okay.
I thought Aquaman looked visually cool, but the storyline looked like what I'd seen before. Like, it's the same old storyline of the coming of hero tale that, like,
Right.
only you can prevent forest fires. No.
Right. Yes.
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 No, that whole thing of, like, it's your destiny, Arthur.
Right.
You're supposed to take back Atlantis from your evil brother, which is
Right.
very Shakespearean.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't like the yeah, you know, you said it right. Visually it was amazing. Mm-hmm. But I did seem a little weak. And they have so much comic books they could draw from. The animations. Like, guys, come on.
Who talks to fish.
Come on. The guy that talks to fish.
I mean.
Oh, that one scene was dope though, where the kid is in front the aquarium.
Oh yeah, and they all like.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was-
I liked the Shazam trailer better because I was more pleasantly surprised by it. Like I was like, oh, this is gonna be a comedy. It's gonna know what it is. Okay,
Right.
great, cool.
Right.
Like I like there's the one
Do
scene.
you like the fact it's going the way of comedy with Shazam? Versus,
seriousness?
but I guess they couldn't, right? Because people, if you don't know Shazam, it's a kid that when he says
Shazam, he turns into an adult.
an adult. So yeah,
Which,
you're right.
I think that's cool. I
Right.
mean, I think you kind of have to because if a 9-year-old gets powers.
Right.
And he's like an adult. He's like, sweet, man. Like, so I like those scenes where he's just like, oh my God, I'm bulletproof. You're dead. He's like, I'm sorry I broke your window, but you're welcome for me saving you. Okay,
Yeah.
great. You know, he's like chomping down on food and stuff like that. It's
that
like,
does make sense.
I liked that. I thought that was cute. I thought the trailer was really well made. But then again, I also liked the trailer for Suicide Squad.
Okay. You know what's amazing? Right there when you stood still, the reflection was right over your pupil, so it was like perfect. So it made it look like you were like, that was kind of awesome.
Kitty. We have now been joined by a cat. In terms of favorite interviews I did, I really liked Brian Volkweiss. He is
Okay.
the creator behind The Toys That Made Us, which is on Netflix.
Okay.
Very good documentary comedy style show about the history of toys that made you. Like, first episode is about Star Wars, like the Star Wars toys and how it revolutionized everything.
And that's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, Netflix. There's 2 seasons. They're about to have a 3rd season.
Wow.
The toys that they've covered so far, Star Trek, Star Wars, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Barbie, Hello Kitty, Lego.
Wow, they went in from the beginning.
Yeah, they did. And I'm forgetting one more. G.I. Joe.
Oh,
Transformers.
Transformers, right?
Yeah.
Because
So
you were telling me a little bit the controversy originally with that. It was a battle between who could release more content first between Transformers and the GoBots, right?
yes, that's actually in the show. Transformers and GoBots. What's coming up next? He revealed in my interview what they're going to cover next. I got one of them right. They're going to do Power Rangers,
Nice.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, My Little Pony.
Did they ever do Strawberry
Oh.
Shortcake?
No, they're not going to do that next. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, My Little Pony, Power Rangers, and WWE wrestling toys.
Well done. Yes.
Yes.
That was huge when they came out with those.
Yeah.
You know, you got to wrestle, but without getting hurt.
He was such a fun guy because his history, actually, Brian Volkweiss is known for producing comedy specials for stand-up comedians. So for him to do this documentary style, it's the editing of it is so clever because sometimes when something's not meant to be funny, for instance, they outlined it very well where Mattel, when they were talking about Barbie, and then next they talked about He-Man. And it was funny because some of the guys on He-Man blamed Barbie for the decline of sales in He-Man because Barbie, like basically the women over that were making Barbie saw the success of He-Man and like, you know what? He needs a sister. We're gonna give them She-Ra. So
Right.
they made She-Ra toys.
Wow.
And then it was like, well, little boys don't want to play with their sister. What's wrong with you? You know, kind of thing. And it was funny because they were kind of doing that back and forth. The women were laughing like, oh, we didn't ruin He-Man. No, we did not. And the guy was like, they did.
Wow.
It was so funny. The strangest one was definitely Hello Kitty. That was that one I never understood. The Hello Kitty thing.
I never understood that either. It's not necessarily drawn the best. It's not the most interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of Hello Kitty's kind of deadpan.
That was
look
the
at
whole
the-
controversy. Like, she got really big in Japan, but she's British. She's a British cat. It's a British cat created in Japan.
Hello Kitty.
Yes, she's a Hello Kitty, and I love my tea time. She never had a mouth, and the creators are very adamant about that, the no mouth. And then they tried to reach her over in America, and most Americans were like, well, she doesn't have a mouth. What am I supposed to do? Like, it was a big controversy over her mouth.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was funny. I was like,
You know she has her own theme park, right?
Yes, I know.
There's a Hello Kitty Land.
I know, there's a Hello Kitty land.
That's ridiculous.
I know, it's so...
And if you think of there's no Barbie Land, there's no Strawberry Shortcake Land, there's no Cabbage Patch Kid Land. Considering that the impact that those properties
Hello
had.
Kitty is huge.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. They had Paris Hilton talking about her obsession with Hello Kitty.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, they got Paris
Wow.
Hilton to talk, and Paris Hilton like had all of her Hello Kitty stuff, and I was like, what is happening?
Wow. The bridge between the have and the have-nots.
Yep.
Is Hello Kitty, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, right? So talking to him was great. I got to talk to Rod Roddenberry, and he is the son of Greg Roddenberry. Sorry.
The creator, the producer.
The creator and producer of Star Trek. So Rod Roddenberry is now the guy that took over all the Star Trek stuff, but he's producing his own stuff now, so that's good. He's got a new film called Instant that's available on YouTube.
Now, is it science fiction
Yes, it
kind
is.
of things?
It is science fiction.
Nice.
So yeah, he loves Star Wars too.
Oh, nice.
He made the joke, it's like, so we're going to talk about Star Wars, right? I was like, Yeah.
Oh, wow. He just got extra cool points.
Yeah, right? He's very cool. Very down to Most of the guys I talk to are legit nerds, which is always lovely. You know,
Right.
sometimes when you get an actor and you're like, you're paid to do this.
Yeah,
You're paid to this, I can tell.
Hey, when I first looked into X-Men, I said, I'll take the role. How much? Okay, let me read some comic books.
Yes, exactly. They're like, I don't read comic books. How much you pay me? I will read all the comic books, you know? I did, actually, what was really cool for my sister is there was this one show that was there that had really no business being there except for the fact that the two stars are in geek pop culture. It's a new show coming out on NBC called New Amsterdam, which is a hospital drama.
Okay.
It's just a hospital drama. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
But it's starring two of the stars are Freema Agyeman, which is the actress from Doctor Who, and Tyler Labine, who is from Dirk Gently and a bunch of other stuff, but also the voice of Hunk in the cartoon Voltron on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
So they were talking about the show, and I was like, so is this hospital gonna end up being in a snow globe and an alternate reality? And is it really Arkham Asylum?
Right.
And they made the joke, it was like, yeah, no, it's a hospital drama. It's like, cool.
Right. That's where casting it's kind of weird. Like, you have a fan base. Cool, let's bring it over here. But you know what? I don't want to... Okay, I'll say it this way because I don't want to talk bad about anybody. But I thought it was really weird. A particular actress that was a part of The Walking Dead got hired to do Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
And the numbers aren't there to prove, like, why you invested so much in this actress.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to be careful. Just because someone had a hit show doesn't mean it's going to translate to another property like that.
See, I've never been a Trekkie. I actually told Rod this. I was like, I've always been a Star Wars person. I've never
That's why I get along with you.
Yeah. Nothing against Star Trek. I've enjoyed the last couple of movies.
Right.
But I never watched the TV show. When Star Trek Discovery came out, and it's only available, I think, through their app, Star Trek Discovery, and I think that meant
It's not on CBS regular. You have to go online to watch it.
I think it's on. It's online.
Oh,
I think that might be why the numbers aren't there.
interesting. But that's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they had a pop-up exhibit of like the costumes and stuff like that. So I went and did like a social media for it. Costumes look really nice. I got to take a picture with the throne. That looked cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that was cool. So yeah, I actually don't mind the franchise. I just don't watch the show.
Now, for me, again, super Star Wars fan. When it comes to Star Trek, Spock was my dude. That was the bridge. That was
Everyone knows Spock. Yeah, everyone likes Spock.
Yeah, he was just logical. He was logical, and he was an alien, and he kept his cool. You know, even though Captain Kirk gets the cool thing because he gets all the ladies. But
I mean, Spock got the lady, and
Spock was a cool one.
Yeah. Spock became cool.
Yeah. And still logical. What? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It just means that ladies like the smart men.
They like the smart man. The world is changing.
Well, it's changing.
The
You
world is
can't just be
changing.
good looking and cocky.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have some brains behind you.
Yeah.
What else? What else did I... In terms of Comic-Con. But going back to Tyler Labine for a second, my sister is a huge fan of Voltron.
Okay.
Which is just Power Rangers in space, guys. I just for anybody that doesn't know what Voltron is, it's 5 teenagers with attitude, with different color outfits, with different color lions. That's the difference. They're all kitties.
And we can't talk about Voltron too long because I sold my Voltron, my original Voltron, and I miss it. And you're talking about it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just saying.
So Power Rangers.
Did you see the animation? It's actually pretty good. The intro was pretty good.
The Voltron intro?
Yeah, it was pretty. Because they mess up a lot of stuff, and I was like, oh, this is not bad.
Well, the guys that did Voltron did Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, which I love those shows. Those shows are great.
Okay.
Those shows, top notch.
Not the movie version, but the act, no.
Oh no, I'm talking about the shows.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
the movie.
Wink, wink. Can't talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I haven't had my caffeine yet. So yeah. San Diego Comic-Con. I like it.
You like it?
I like it a lot.
You going back?
I'm going back.
Cool.
Nice weather too. Oh my. Oh my. The weather was quite lovely.
Oh wow.
It was like high 70s, low 60s.
Oh man, perfect. So it was really good cosplay weather. Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah.
Warm enough that if you know, you could do Princess Leia,
The slave land, you mean?
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, people still
did you
rock.
cosplay at all?
No.
No, because you were working.
Yeah, I was working. I was doing my press. I was in my Bevan garb, being like, "Yo, I'm pressed. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this." I think I had like 5 or 6 chais a day to keep going. I was like, "Yeah, do this. All right." Energy low. Okay, let's do this. All right. What's your name? Are you excited? I'm excited. Den of Geek. Yeah.
Are you gonna be at New York Comic Con? What, every day?
I believe so.
Awesome.
I don't know yet. I did talk to the Stand Against Evil cast and the Orville cast, and they were both like, "We'll see you at San Diego." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm sorry, New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Caffeine has not happened yet. Yeah, they were at San Diego and they said, "We'll see you in New York. It's awesome." And then I got
That's cool.
yeah. I made Seth MacFarlane blush too. That was probably the highlight.
Ooh.
Because I was like, "Seth MacFarlane, I really think you should do more singing."
Aw.
And he did not expect that. He was probably thinking, "I really think you should do more Family Guy." Like, I was like, "Hey, can you sing more, please?"
Right.
Now, if you guys don't know this about Seth MacFarlane, he's a legit singer. He's got jazz albums and everything on Spotify, and they are like solidly good. Like, they're orchestrated really well. He's got a great voice.
I mean, you could tell from Family Guy he loves orchestration.
Well, he loves musical theater.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
A straight man that loves musical theater. Those are diamonds in the rough, my friend. Diamonds in the rough. Don't get me wrong, I love me some gays, but a straight man that loves musical theater, those are rare ones.
The hair. That's how you know it's happening. It's happening. Yeah.
I'm gonna get him to sing for me.
What's your social media? Yeah.
Okay, it's at Bevin. Why not now? That's BEVIN, the letter Y, not now.
Now, can people DM you and stuff? Or
Yeah, they can do that on Facebook, and I will respond. Like Instagram, sometimes I'll respond, but mostly I just post things on Instagram, and then like I look at pretty pictures and leave. But Facebook is more of where I do my DM messaging than
Gotcha.
Instagrams.
The grams.
Or they could tweet at me, and I'll.
tweet.
Yeah, I don't tweet often.
Tweet.
I like to look at pretty pictures
Yes.
and videos and hit like.
You're the best.
I try.
And I'm Michael7 Michael on Instagram. Any business questions, comments, you could send me stuff there. So anything that you want us to check out, as well as, of course, on Instagram, Geekcaster. You can hit us up, just regular old Geekcaster. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the journey. We will continue to give you the geek media that you love. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye, guys.
No music when we go out?
Oh, dang it.
See?
You didn't warn me.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo.
All right, next time. For the next show, we'll have you prepared for that.
Okay.
All right, guys. See you later.